afternoon. It's right on the cusp of both, depending on what time zone you're in or what country you're in. It's a beautiful day. I am in Tennessee. I'm heading toward Knoxville, which is a city I've been in once before when I was, in 8th or 9th grade. As Girl Scouts, we came down here for the World's Fair. It was the first time I'd ever rode on an airplane. It was the first time I ever rode on the Amtrak train. It was the first time that I can think of that I was ever out of the state with somebody beside my parents. So it has been a balmy 14 degrees the last couple days for me. Cloudy, snowy, just dreary. It's 27 here. It's quite delightful in the truck. The sun's coming in. It feels beautiful. I just stopped and got fuel, and I'm on my way to drop off this load. And then I'll pick up a load literally at the address next door to where I'm dropping this off. I try to get a hold of my dispatch because he seems to think he needs to find me a trailer to go over to where I need to pick up the next load, but I don't think I need to get a trailer, but whatever. It's going to be kind of annoying if I have to go somewhere outside of where I'm dropping this to go find an empty trailer just to bring it back, to bring it next door, to drop it off for them to pick up a loaded trailer. I'm going to be quite annoyed if I got to do that, but I suppose if I have to, I have to. Anyway, I tried calling him, and of course he doesn't answer because that's what he does. In a little bit here, I'll just go over his head and call somebody else over the terminal and see if I can get them to give me an answer. What else can I tell you? So far it's been fairly decent. That whole battery thing worked out. It seems as though I did have a weak battery. It has been acting much better when it's in downtime. I'm not getting battery warnings and strange, obscure beeps and not knowing what they're referring to. I tried the bunk heater. It worked for about 4 hours before it ran the battery low, which I suppose is better than nothing. Still annoying though. Shouldn't have to. Oh, another night truck. I shouldn't have to wake up in the middle of the night to start the truck and do whatever, get the bunk heater to work. That's not getting a good amount of rest. They need to do something, do better by that. But it's been so cold, I haven't had to really worry about that anyway, because the truck's been running all night. So I've been quite comfortable with that going on. Yeah. I've been listening to a couple podcasts, talking to my friend Dawn quite a bit. And I do believe Mr. Kevin has been out and about doing snow plowing. I guess it snowed quite a bit up in northern Ohio there, so he's been making a lot of overtime plus his regular shifts. So, but I understand. He's tired, comes home, probably eats, takes care of the dog, tries to get some sleep, and they call him right back in early in the morning. So it's that time of year. I went by there's some old cars over there. I went by a car hauler earlier that was carrying a old Hudson automobile. It had a soft top camel hair colored soft top. It was a super dark blue, like a midnight blue body color. It was gorgeous. And I had spotted that when it went by me, and then I noticed it again later on. It was up at a rest stop. It also had a Lamborghini on that car hauler, along with just regular late model cars. I'm like, oh, I didn't even notice the Lamborghini. It was the old Countach Lamborghini. I'm like, oh, I didn't even notice that. But, so yeah, that was kind of cool. And being down here in Tennessee, I've seen quite a few old classic cars that are still running and in pretty good shape. The weather down here is just a little bit better, so they can run those this time of year, and it's not as detrimental to their body as it would be up north where we use so much salt and whatnot. a picture of downtown Knoxville, or the area where the World's Fair was, because I want to get a picture of when the World's Fair was there. I think it was 1980 or 82. No, I think it was 1980. Whenever there's a World's Fair, they usually build something and then they leave it wherever they built it. So this one has a tower with a globe on the top, and it's a gold. It's like a gold-plated sphere that sits up top of the tower. So I was thinking maybe if I could get a picture of that, that would be kind of cool. I sat at a shipper for this load yesterday, and I got there about a half an hour early, so I made good time, got over there and got myself docked and ready to go. And they give you a little piece of paper that basically gives you some instructions. That's what you have to do. So they require you to go in and dock, and you have to you have to back all the way up to the dock. Then they will lock you in with they have like a load lock on the back that they lock the truck into using the bumper, and then the light turns from green to red, indicating that you're not to move. You're supposed to leave the truck. I said, well, am I allowed to stay in the truck? Because some places won't even let you stay in your truck. They want you out of the truck so you don't accidentally pull away. He's like, no, but you'll see on that paper it tells you to grab one of those orange cones and put it in front of your truck. I'm like, oh, okay. It's an orange cone, and attached to the orange cone is a big pole with a flag on the end, like you'd put if you were riding a bicycle. Like the kind you put on the back of your bike, so that your bike would be, you could see that you were, make your bike presence known. So they have you put that in front of your truck. So basically when sitting in front of your truck, you have this flag kind of waving in your face, so to speak. It's supposed to stop you or remind you that, hey, don't pull away. You're not allowed to pull away until you get your paperwork and you move this cone. And then you can do what you gotta do. So anyway, I pulled up to the dock and was there for over 2 hours before the light even turned green. Just a little after 2 hours, they started to load. And then it took them another hour and a half to finish loading. At which time I then grabbed the cone, brought it back over to the office, went inside, got my paperwork, and was able to leave after that. But it ate up so much of my time. I mean, I was in off duty, but my 14-hour clock just kept running. But it ate up so much of my time. I really didn't have too far to, I had about 4 hours that I could have gotten somewhere. So I just went ahead and mashed it and tried to get as far as I could on that 4 hours. And I had scoped out a couple truck stops along the way, and they were smaller ones. And it was getting later in the day, because I normally would have shut down earlier, because around here you kind of have to have a spot by 6 o'clock, or you're kind of scratching for one. So they were all smaller ones, so I thought, well, I'm probably better off going a little bit farther and getting one of the bigger, one that has more spots. So as I got closer and closer, and I hit a little bit of traffic, and my time kind of dwindled a little bit, I'm like, well, I'm not going to make the one I was shooting for, so I'll have to get one of these ones back, farther back. So I stopped at one, and that was a no-go. It was completely full. So I just turned around and got back on the highway and kept going. Got to the next one, and I thought I had some spaces in there. Turned around just to find out they were actually handicapped spaces that were open. They weren't regular parking spaces. So I didn't want to get woken up in the middle of the night telling me I had to move, because I did have a handicap placard. So I went ahead and got back on the highway. Now by then, I'm down to like my last 20 minutes on my clock. And I'm like, crap. There was a public rest area for trucks off the highway about 20 minutes away. I'm like, all right, 19 miles away, I got 20 minutes, let's see what we can do. So I did manage to get over there, and they did have spots, thank goodness. I had 3 minutes left on my clock. 3 minutes. I'm not comfortable doing that. I'm not comfortable running that thing down to that amount of time. That was ridiculous. Yeah. So anyway, and then of course I was also in an area that was almost right on the border of where Central Time and Eastern Time the time zone line. I was really close to it. So when I shut down, it was still showing me in Central time zone. So that's what I did my clocks by. And when I woke up this morning, I looked at my clocks and I'm like, wait, why is it saying I could have left already. I have more than 10-hour break. I could have been out of here. Wait. No, I sat down and figured this out. I was even talking to my friend when I did it. I'm like, no, we figured this out. This should have worked. Well, that's what it was. I must have been just over the time zone because it switched back to Eastern. So I was actually an hour. Not quite an hour because I woke up a little bit early. By the time I turned on my ELD, I'm glad I didn't go and busy myself doing other things. I just went right on and started that ELD up. Because otherwise I would have realized it and I would have wasted over an hour. So yeah, I just put myself in the seat after doing my pre-trip and took off. And then I stopped for coffee and breakfast later on down the road. So yeah, today was just a day of driving. I started off early this morning, I don't know, a little after 5:30 maybe. And I'm going till about 2:30. Just about an hour to get to where I'm going right now. So, is that right? No, a little over an hour. Hour and a half to get where I'm going. So, but I thought I'd share the sunshine with any of you that are watching. I know up in Ohio, they said they haven't had much sunshine. It's been pretty cloudy and yucky. Dude, you're really gonna move over on a curve? Okay. You know he couldn't see me in his mirror. There's no way he could see me in his mirror. He had no idea if I was far enough away from him or not. Whatever. Most of my trip today has been 2-lane roads. And I am getting into the mountains, the hills of Tennessee as they call them. So I've had some steep climbs here and there. One slowed me down to like 44. I wasn't going hardly anywhere. It was just like, okay. But for the most part, they've just lowered me from my 65 down to about my 55. I've been doing fairly decent. And of course, the roads are clear. There's no ice buildup. It's fairly warm temperatures. The equipment's behaving well. And my disposition's halfway decent because the weather's halfway decent. And now that I've had little sips of coffee, I feel even better. I wish the camera would do a little bit more to show you the scenery. It really is pretty out here. You can't quite see over the edges. It dips down into these valleys on the side of the mountains, but I've seen a couple eagles, lots and lots of hawks, some buzzards, of course, turkey buzzards. Oh, I saw a dragway, a raceway, for drag cars. Came around the corner and that's an odd setup. What is that? And then I realized it was just the racing strip, double racing strip with the countdown clock lights in the center. Oh, it's a racing strip. Cool. Well, nobody was on it. It's a Tuesday in January, but it's kind of cool to see. It'd be neat to come by here in the summertime and see them racing. read those things as I go. I just spotted and recognized it was your picture. Did you do anything fun today on your winter day off? Is it at all warm there? Did you go fishing or anything? You should go out and go fishing one day and then come back, and on your stringer line where you normally would bring fish home, you should oh, you don't bring fish home. That's right. You catch and release, don't you? Well, if you ever brought fish home, you should just put on the stringer a bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken. Be like, look, honey, I caught dinner, and then hold the stringer up and show her the bucket of chicken. Yeah, I know the things I think of. I think that would be funny. I suppose you could put each piece of chicken on a stringer, but that would be kind of gross. You have to make sure that stringer is pretty clean. And then you'd have to keep Sadie away from it. But she'd be all over that. Oh, there's another big bird. I think it was a hawk. Traffic on this road. I don't know why. I wasn't really expecting there to be so much traffic, but I think I've been doing so many weekends and holidays that I've gotten used to having lower volumes of traffic. Come summertime when all these people are out, oh, there's Camaro over there. When all the people are out in their summer vacation modes, I think I'm going to start getting a little annoyed. Having all those mobile homes being pulled every which way, and then some. People traveling that aren't used to traveling. So I dropped this, pick up something else, like I said, right next door, and then I head back to Illinois. So I went from Illinois to Tennessee, Tennessee to Illinois. And then hopefully they'll put me back up from Illinois. I'll head back up toward Ohio. I did ask for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off. So I'm assuming that I will run some, part of Friday